Good morning and Jai Hind students. I am Kanchan here, your English teacher. This time I have taken chapter 8 from the book Vistas. This chapter's name is Memories of Childhood. So by Jeet Kalasa and Bama. So there are two stories and one is by Jeet Kalasa and second one is by Bama. So these are their pet names as Gertrude Simmons Bonin was born in 1876 and died in 1938, and she wrote with the pen name of Jeet Kalasa. And she was a Native American writer, editor, musician, teacher and political activist. She wrote several works chronicling her youthful struggle with identity and pulls between the majority culture and her Native American. Second one, Bama. Her name was Faustina Mary Fatima Rani, was born in 1958 with the pen name Bama. She wrote and is a Dalit feminist, committed teacher and novelist. So let's discuss. It is about author, and chapter begins from here. The first day in the land of apples was a bitter cold. It was winter season, so icing was there all around, and the author's day was first day at her school. A large bell rang for breakfast, and its loud metallic voice was crashing, and it was unpleasant sound. The annoying clatter of shoes on bare floors gave us no peace. Means she was totally disturbed and she was thinking to get freedom, but it was totally useless. A pale-faced woman with white hair came up after us, and we were placed in a line of girls who were marching into the dining room. These were Indian girls in stiff shoes and closely clinging dresses. And clinging dresses means tight dresses, and with short hair. And the author was in moccasins, means soft leather shoes. I felt like sinking to the floor because it was the first time there, and she had hesitation at that time, and then she was observing all other girls and boys. So a white woman placed them in a line of girls, and then the small girls wore sleeved aprons, and she found other native girls more immodestly dressed. She was observing all the things, and now here one picked up his knife and fork and began. Means after the bell ringing, they start eating and keeping knife and fork, and then but this eating by formula was not the hardest trial in that first day. Late in the morning, my friend Judwin gave me a terrible warning about hair cutting. Then Judwin knew a few words of English, so she overheard the pale-faced woman talking about cutting our long heavy hair, and Jeet Kalasa was not ready for that. We discussed our fates some moments, and when Judwin said we have to submit because they are strong, means we can't do anything, I rebelled. It means I will oppose. No, I will not submit. I will struggle first, Arthur answered. I watched my chance, and when no one noticed, I just disappeared. Means she disappeared to hide her. My moccasins had been exchanged for shoes. Along the hall I passed without knowing whither I was going, turning aside to an open door. Then she came into a room here, and she kept hiding herself under the bed, this type of bed. I crawled under the bed and huddled myself in the dark corner, and she hid herself. From my hiding place, I peered out. She was peering out whether anyone was coming or not, and she was fearing, and she was shuddering with fear. So footsteps were coming, and they were calling her name, and even her friend was also calling her name. Then was searching for me and I didn't open my mouth to answer. Then the steps were quickened and they came into that room where she was there. And women and girls entered the room. I held my breath and watched them open closed doors and peep behind large trunks. Someone threw up the curtains and then there was lighting in the room. And I was carried downstairs tied fast. Means they came to know that the author was hiding. That author was there under the bed. Then they held her and they carried downstairs. She cried aloud, shaking her head all the while until she felt the cold blade of the scissors and against her neck, and she heard them gnaw off one of my thick braids. So means they cut her hair. And since that day she was taken from her mother, and she had suffered extreme indignities. Means at that time she was weeping and she was feeling totally helpless. She recalled her mother and she was missing her mother. Not a soul responded quietly with me as my own mother used to do, for now I was only one. Many little animals driven by a herder. She was thinking that all the girls and boys they were like animals, and herders were just driving them. So it was a painful experience. It was a painful experience that the author had felt. Okay, students, thank you and Jai Hind.